Welcome back to another Canon Quick Shot, a quick review of a non-comic book superhero movie. I'm your host, Terry, and today I'm talking about Sorry to Bother You, written and directed by Boots Riley. I almost said Boots Collins, that's all I always think of, and starring Lakeith David. Oh, it's not David, I keep messing up. It's Lakeith Stanfield. I have these other people's names that I have in my head, and I knew I was going to do that. But anyway, Lakeith Stanfield is Darius on Atlanta, and he also was the first victim in Get Out that we saw. So there might be a few projects you've seen him from. But he, I think, is a rising star. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I think what really drew me towards going to see this movie outside of Tessa Thompson would probably be because I just started watching Atlanta like the last few months. I didn't binge them all through, so I'm like kind of watching them like 2 a week or so. So I'm on the second season, but I really like the character of Darius. Like a lot of people, I like all the characters really, but I thought that he has shown as an actor a lot of range within the role as Darius and a lot of potential. Where we only get a small taste of him in Get Out. Of course, with Atlanta, you could see a lot more. And so it wasn't shocking to see him kind of making his way through the indie wire as he moves on up towards the ladder. So definitely watching Atlanta pushed me to come definitely see this because it looked weird. A lot of people were saying it's one of the weirdest movies and all this and all that. Me personally, I'm not a fan of weird movies. So those things tend to turn me off. But looking at the cast, looking from what I heard, I knew it was going to have enough to rope me in. And it did, as far as a comedy, because at its heart, that's what it is. It's a comedy, but it's very stylistic, and it gets super weird, like super, super weird. And I wouldn't say it's the weirdest movie I've ever saw, but I feel like once you see these characters and how pretty, I wouldn't say real, they're a little stylistic, like I said. Like, if you've seen the commercials and the pictures of Tessa Thompson, like, yeah, she's a real girl, but she's very loud and very colorful and out there. And that's not typical of what you see. And even the character of Cassius, he's a little quirky, and the people around him are, but they are, for all intents and purposes, just regular people working this telemarketing job. And so when you laugh with them and it reminds you of Atlanta sometimes, it reminds you of just some of those old like black comedies, like where it takes place in Oakland and all this, and they all just kicking it and it feels all natural. I think that's what makes the ending so freaking weird, because it's so different from what you got in the beginning. I think that's what makes it, like, it really stands out, because it's juxtaposed against a real life. But I wouldn't say it's like the sickest, weirdest stuff you ever saw. It's just weird. And so, but it's fun. It's fun. It's not like super fun the whole time, but man, it's got good jokes. Like I said, if you really like Atlanta and you really like some of the weird stuff Donald Glover does, if you really like Get Out, this is Get Out with a lot more comedy, less horror, a lot more weirdness. So it has all those flavors. It has all those flavors wrapped up into it. I don't think this necessarily had a point to prove or had something to say about one particular thing. I think there are themes in it about, what's the price of success and learning what success means to you, and things of that nature that we've seen before. But I honestly think at the end of the day, Boots was just trying to make a weird movie, and he definitely succeeded with that. But I would say it's like a mix of Office Space, if Office Space was blacker, mix of Office Space and Birdman, which is 2 random movies I know, but that's how it comes across. It is this workplace comedy, and one of the guys gets promoted. The whole white voice thing is just, honestly, that white voice thing is such a small part of this movie. And that's not really a spoiler. I'm just letting you know going into it. You thinking like, okay, it's about a guy who uses his white voice and gets rich. It's way more than that. And so it's like that, but then it's also like Birdman, where it visually strikes you because the world's not weird, but the movie is showing you situations of how it feels to the main characters or how it feels like to us, not necessarily how it is in real life. And so while we're not saying, okay, this is actually happening, we're just visually showing you this is what we imagine this feels like inside. So yeah, but it's hard to explain. I see a lot of people like, you just got to go see it. You don't have to go see it because it's a masterpiece, but you have to go see it because there's no way to really explain this movie. That's what I would say. So yeah, that's my non-spoiler. I mean, I'm going to do a couple spoilers because I got to talk about it. Or maybe I'll do it separately. I'll do a separate video. But as far as a grade, it's really tough. And I think I don't know if I'm going to see it again, but I think I need to marinate on it. But it was super creative. So I give a lot of points for that. The comedy was really funny. It wasn't like just cheap comedy. It was really funny. The performances was good. It got weird. The story was kind of whatever. I'd probably give it a B. I give it a solid 86, I would say. So, anyway, that's me. Go to the comment section. Let me know if you saw Sorry to Bother You. Do you think it was one of the weirdest movies and it was a great movie, whatever? Do you want to see Sorry to Bother You, and what are you expecting? Thumbs up, subscribe, share it around, get the convo started. And remember, if you heard it here, it's official canon.